Laboda ni winki smack toma. Wanakun bes jingpa marulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Laboda ni winki smack toma. Wanakun bes jingpa marulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Laboda ni winki smack toma. Wanakun bes jingpa marulira.
With Terrace gone, I wonder who the Sith will turn on next. With Terrace gone, I wonder who the Sith will turn on next.
Yatuka ulwan kinkuna la murira rachikun mucha shakpanpa. Kuyabi juskuna jitanai. Ina kun ba marulira rachikun slimo patona. Undi hodonga chihonkabi. Kuyabi juskuna jitanai.
I still haven't heard a final figure on how many people died on Terrace. With Terrace gone, I wonder who the Sith will turn on next. You never know what the Sith will do. Look at Terrace. Was there any reason for what happened there? With Terrace gone, I wonder who the Sith will turn on next. You never know what the Sith will do. Look at Terrace. Was there any reason for what happened there?
Please, will you help me? I have nothing left. Oh, thank you. I don't have anywhere else to turn. If you're down and out on Tatooine, you're on your own. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare. No? But you looked... I'm sorry, I thought you looked equipped like a hunter. Are you sure you're not going to be getting a license? I mean, you don't look like a farmer, and the only way to be allowed out of Anchorhead is to get a hunting license. Zerka Corporation sells them out of their office just south of here in the center of Anchorhead. That's where my husband got his. I think they charge 200 credits, but they've been known to make exceptions. Please, no one else will help. Will you buy it? I can't sell it myself. They are worth more than 500 credits. I don't know. How could I be sure you would come back? Are you sure you can't buy it? Please. You will? Oh, thank you so much. Please, I know it's worth at least 500 credits. Thank you. I hope it is enough. You've been a great help. I appreciate it. My children will too.
Wow. Sometimes helping people feels pretty good, you know?
Thank you for helping this woman. It may not seem like such a great thing to you, but you are making a difference.
For whatever it means, may the Force be with you. You saved us.
You never know what the Sith will do. Look at Terrace. Was there any reason for what happened there? The Republic is too complacent. If they let Terrace fall, do you think they care what happens out here? The Republic is too complacent. You never know. The Republic is too complacent.
Uba patu konchi. Tong nong bong chang nung yang. Tong katok smak delia. La boda ni winki smak toma. Wanakun bes jingpa marulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes.
Something you want? I don't have a lot of time for talk, so please, make it quick. Alright, but I'm not sure what I could say to interest you. I just work on the crawlers. I repair the sand crawlers when they return from the mines. They get pretty banged up, even without the attacks. The sand people attack them pretty regularly. Zerka Corporation is getting pretty sick of it, I hear. They've offered bounties on sand people for a while now, but few hunters take them up on it. Too dangerous. Try at the Zerka offices right here. They'd know. Oh, the big crawlers head out at dawn. That's so they avoid the bigger predators. The raid, I mean. Doesn't help avoid the sand people, though. They attack pretty regular, no matter what Zerka Corporation tries. Try at the Zerka offices right here. Well, it's a hole in the galaxy as far as I'm concerned. I doubt this outpost will last much longer. But that's happened before and will happen again. Anchorhead has been resettled a few times now. Well, Tatooine fools people. It looks like it might have a good supply of resources, but it doesn't. Before a company learns this, they've already set up communities to support operations they now can't afford. Company pulls out, cities dry up, and after a few years, someone that doesn't know why it failed tries again. No one is. I guess it looked like a promising mining planet, but the metal, I tell you, it just isn't right. I've been a mechanic my whole life. I've never seen anything corrode as fast as Tatooine metal. It's why whoever was here before left, and why Zerka will leave, and why whoever comes next will leave. I repair the sand crawlers when they return from the mines. They get pretty banged up, even without the attacks. The sand people attack them pretty They've offered bounties on... Try at this... Well, it's a hole in the galaxy as far as I'm concerned. I doubt this outpost will last much longer. But that's happened before and will happen again. Well, Tatooine fools people before the company pulls... Alright then, back to work, I guess.
Laboda ni Winkies Mactoma, Wanakun Bes Jingpama Rulira, Tok Jingbang Non Kek, Tok Ninja Mulira Rabes, Uba Batu Goji, Tong Nongbong Shang Yung Yang, Tong Patog Smakdelia. Kuyabi Juskuna Jitanai, Ina Kun Mama Rulira Rachikun, Slimo Patona, Mundi Hadonga Chihonkabi, Laboda ni Winkies Mactoma, Wanakun Bes Jingpama Rulira, Tok Jingbang Non Kek. Tok Ninja Mulira Rabes.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company? If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses. Griff? There's no Griff here. Never heard of him. No, I don't remember a single Griff on the Zerka Corporation payroll. Oh, you mean that Twi'lek? Must have slipped my mind for a second. Yes, of course I remember Griff. We hired that Twi'lek some time ago. Not a good worker, according to his crew chief. Always complaining and faking injuries to get out of work. He entered false timesheets and slept through his shifts. We even suspected him of stealing Zerka Corporation supplies, although we could never prove it. We would have fired him, but we needed workers. It would have been better for him if he had been fired. Then the Sand People wouldn't have gotten him. He was lost in a Sand People raid we suffered not too long ago. There were prisoners taken, but our rescue parties never found anyone alive. In the end, it just wasn't cost-effective to keep searching. All miners sign a waiver absolving Zerka Corporation of liability in these circumstances. Zerka Corporation cares deeply for all of its employees. That's why we've started a bounty program to thin the Sand People numbers. We didn't find his body, so we have to assume he was taken prisoner. Whether he's still alive, I couldn't say. That's all I can tell you. I shouldn't even have said this much. This is all privileged corporate information. I could lose my job. As I said, all employees have signed waivers absolving Zerka Corporation of any financial liability if this occurs. It is the industry standard. I suppose you could apply for special dispensation from the Zerka Corporation representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours only, please. Very well, though I do have work to get back to. As I said, we are no longer selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is. We use them to ensure that only people judged fit by Zerka Corporation are allowed outside the city. We don't allow casual exploration because of legal concerns. Zerka Corporation takes no responsibility for loss of life on the dunes. It's just so we can keep track of people. No one leaves the city without a Zerka hunting license. Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sandcrawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains. Excellent. Now, just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Zerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sandcrawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them. Very well. Of course. Zerka Corporation records are available at our representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please. For your needs here, we maintain a fully stocked storehouse. Speak with Greta Holda about any purchases. Certainly. Please pose your questions to the representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please. I suppose you're right. It's not like you can't tell the state of things just by looking around. Mining operations here have not been a success. The ore is substandard, and there's less of it than surveys indicated. With the Sand People raids on top of it all, it's no wonder this planet has been abandoned before. No one knows. There are odd energy fluctuations on this planet, but they defy analysis or explanation. But the effect is obvious. Ore taken from Tatooine is useless for construction. It degrades incredibly fast. Word is getting out about it, too. We're running out of buyers. Zerka Corporation is not doing well here. The company would be foolish to stay. It will be costly, but in the end, leaving will be cheaper than staying. I imagine all the heavy equipment will be abandoned. It's not worth shipping out things like sandcrawlers. Maybe the Jawas will find a use for them when we're gone. That's a laugh. We can't ignore evidence that Anchorhead was settled more than once before, and abandoned each time. There's probably a century between each attempt, just long enough for records about why it failed to disappear. The Jawas scavenge ancient tech all the time. It's a remote world. Who knows what's here? Very well. I assume that by out of the ordinary you're referring to the destruction of Terrace? That is all anyone is talking about. I'm afraid Zerka Corporation is not offering any comment on those events. We wouldn't wish to anger the participants. If you're looking for local events, I suggest you go to the Swoop Track, one of the few leisure industries on Tatooine. There was also a Jawa here earlier, saying something about needing help. I think he's out by the city gates. I can't be more specific about what he wanted. Our droid translators had difficulty with the message. Very well. Farewell. Zerka Corporation welcomes your future inquiries.